ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another great episode of Shyt Talkin Time with your boy Girls, but not me. Who else? Time to do what we do best. Let's talk this shit. As always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, stop what you're doing right now. Make sure you do. I'll be telling y'all people, man, I get a lot of unsubscribed views, man. Just go ahead and subscribe. It ain't hurt. Don't cost you shit, man. I don't think your YouTube has a subscribe limit. You can like as many pages as you like. Me, myself, even being a content creator, I follow new pages every day. And if I like your content, I subscribe. I'm not a hater. Also, smash that like button on every video. I have tons of people who I support outside of myself, not even in the same space that I'm in. If I like it, I support because I know how important it is to people. So, plus it helps, the algorithm know that this is something worth it and, helps the platform grow. Also, make sure you check out our sponsor at all times, Heart and Strike Clothing. If it weren't for them, it wouldn't be no us. Time to get into today's show. Got two very interesting topics. Sorry, my little tea was lemon, but got two interesting topics today. My homie, I woke up in the middle of the night, about 4 o'clock in the morning, to a text message about an altercation, and then I wake up this morning with some more shit going on. Most of the time, like I tell people, man, I'll be getting to that point where I'll be ready to not flip my channel, but this is a news channel, so we are allowed to talk about other than just black people doing shit all the time, because that seems to be that's all these channels are about. Kind of sad to say, a lot of them aren't even ran by black people, but they talk about black people news all day. I don't know how that goes. But first topic we got on hand is a very one that's to me that's like kind of funny. It's fucked up because niggas going to jail, people got hurt, but it's funny to me because me and a homeboy of mine just had a conversation because a lot of niggas thought they was tough when we was younger and things like that. And then now they realize that niggas grew into different type niggas that have belt the ass them niggas with no rap. And I be trying to tell people, some of them still be trying to talk like they that. And I'm like, no, you're not. Nigga, shoot you in your fucking face fast as nigga without the blink of an eye, bro. Don't think that. Not in this city. But from what I'm to understand, once again, allegedly, I wasn't there. Don't know anybody there. Don't have any fake sources or any of that. Um, Guy goes by the name of Lil Tjay. Never heard the boy a day in my life. Never listened to any music from him. I don't even know who the fuck he is, to be honest. I do know who Offset is. That's Cardi B baby mom. I mean, AKA baby father. I'm sorry, Cardi B baby father Offset. Part of the group Migos. So what the story is reported is this guy Lil Tjay. I mean, he must be somebody getting to a bag if he got 5 grand just to give a nigga. But evidently he don't, because I always tell a nigga I'm only gonna give you what I'm not worried about. So I don't think Lil Tjay, got it like that. If he gave him 5,000, Ben said he wasn't worried about it, but he's saying he isn't worried about it during the podcast when you let everybody know that he owe you 5,000 and he broke. So that was the initial starter. What I'm guessing is him and Offset ran into each other again in the casino. This time, I'm hearing that Offset slapped the shit out of him or something, and I tell people, this is 2026. You need to be knocking a grown man out. All that slapping shit, man, nigga, that's pride worthy. That's gonna get you shot. And I tell a nigga in a heartbeat, nigga, you better punch me. You better sock me the fuck out. 4 extra, sock me the fuck out, nigga. You slap me, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna definitely embarrass you. So what I'm to understand is Offset put his hands on him. They keep saying slapped. I don't know if he slapped him, beat him up. I don't know. Long story short, young boy shot his ass. So how I'm reporting this is gonna be very unique because I'm a funny motherfucker. And at the end of the day, Offset bought that bullet. I get tired of hearing situations like this. Was Lil Tjay trolling him? No. Lil Tjay loaned him 5,000 of his hard-earned money, and you burnt him. He has every right to voice his opinion, and you find a way to get out of paying him by thinking you was gonna fuck him up because he was Lil Tjay. But then when Lil Tjay put that earn on your ass, wasn't what you was expecting, was it, Offset? I be telling people, man, who the fuck you think you is? Run around putting your hands on people like you built like that. Stop. Please, bro. And after this situation, I hope this help you understand. Watch who you put your motherfucking hands on, nigga. You not built like that. And men is men. The same way you put your hands on a man, he can put his hands on you. The same way you put your strap on a nigga, he can put his strap on you. People gotta understand it's a two-way street out here. That's how life goes. So if he thought he was gonna fuck that man up in public and walk away, you was stupid as fuck for doing it in the first place. I'm still kind of lost how you owe this nigga money and run up on him. How does that go? I don't owe you shit. You owe me money and you running up on me like I owe you money. How does that go? That's what I be saying. Niggas making up the rules as they go along. That's why your stupid ass got shot. I don't even got no more time to waste on this fucking character. Let's move on to the next story. And no, it's not liquor. Y'all can see this is tape. But it just makes me angry because you burnt him and then tried to beat on him. Fuck you think you is, pussy? Crazy as shit. Why you ain't do that to them 4PF niggas? Just saying. I mean, you so tough, you beat on niggas. But let's move on to the next topic. The next topic is a very touchy one to me because I kind of agree. I agree with, first off, I have to agree. Because as a father, it's you raise your children. That's however you see fit. Nigga, I don't want my child watching TV. I don't want my child eating candy. Nigga, that's your choice as a father. So at the end of the day, I fully, heartedly agree with DaBaby in this next topic. So as of everybody knows, there's a new little shit swirling around. It's going to be a usual name that we used to with the bullshit. Goes by the name of Charleston White. Yeah, one-eyed Jack is back at it again. So Charleston White has an issue with DaBaby. I'm guessing sometime in the last few days, DaBaby was leaving a club in Texas. A guy who is popular for painting portraits of famous people and children and things that's memorable to them, and he gifts it to them. So supposedly this guy was at the club in Texas and he sees DaBaby. He painted a picture of DaBaby's daughters, not DaBaby, his children. So DaBaby didn't accept it. He's not going to say, oh, he ignored him, he walked it off, whatever. He didn't accept the guy's photo. So he goes home and he puts out a video why, which I 100% wholeheartedly agree with it. Now, I don't want no man running around no pictures of my fucking kids. No, I don't. I do agree. It is kind of a thing, but like I said, it's a bad thing and it's like a damn, that's what's up thing, but it depends on how you take it. Other parents might have said, oh, that's so beautiful, I'll take it. It's his choice to say, oh, no, I ain't with that shit. I mean, I haven't seen anybody else do anything like that, so on and so forth. Like, for instance, I seen a nigga, like, I remember I was snapped on a nigga for giving my child some candy. No, you give that shit to me, nigga, and let me give it to her. Don't give my kid no candy, nigga. Like, nah, you don't even know if she can have it right now. I don't want you, like, I tell people I'm weird. I don't want you trying to persuade my daughter mine. Like, oh, every time I see a man, he got candy. No, bro, I give my daughter candy. Or I take her in the store, let her pick it up, and I pay for it. But all that shit, like, I got certain beliefs in myself too, so I can't feel bad. I don't let my kids stay the night over people's houses, family or not. My kids stay in my house every single day of their life. They've been with me every day. So I mean, everybody got ways with their children, but it's they niggas have to respect it because they're my kids. Nobody can contest what I say or what I want done with my kids. So for that reason, I don't give a fuck what Charleston White say or think. Yeah, it was your cousin. Yeah, he might have felt played, but that's that man, right? That's his children. I don't think your cousin in there raising his kids. I don't think your cousin paying no school tuition. I don't think your cousin providing for them. I understand the gesture was definitely thorough, but at the end of the day, it's a gift. It's his right to accept it or not. And he chose not to accept it. Life goes on. Now the next step, I was like, damn, that nigga definitely ain't playing. So I'm guessing that the guy puts every portrait that he paints on his page. So he puts the portrait on the page of his kids. DaBaby goes on the nigga page and tell him to take it down. Why do you still got pictures of my daughter on your page like you know us? Once again, I agree. His kids are not child stars. They're not Hannah Montana. They're not famous. They're not models. They're children that this man probably seen a glimpse of by still shot in a video and taking a picture. I don't necessarily see that man just put up pictures of his kids. I don't see a lot of celebrities do. See what I'm saying? Because you got something to protect. Nigga, you got millions of dollars, and nigga come try to kidnap your child. Like, nigga, no, you have to be, on point. So a lot of celebrities don't post their kids, not unless their kids are, they know what type of lifestyle they're putting them into. And they're okay with it. They walking around with 24-hour security. They getting dropped off by school by security, picked up, all that shit. Like they got the precautions and measure, but maybe he doesn't want to do that to make his children publicly famous. So he lets them live the life that he wants them to live, which is his choice. But Charleston White seems to think otherwise. So One-Eyed Jack is on the rant again, saying fuck this man, kids, and all this other shit. Like I tell people, man, if there's one person that I know for a fact that would not make it through a purge night, it's Charleston White. It's like I will go to sleep knowing after the purge is over the next day that there will be no more Charleston White on earth because the buttons that he pressed and the lengths that he go is really diabolical. And for somebody like that, you have to kill him because how you got a bitch ass nigga gonna sit here and tell me I can talk street shit to you, I can talk tough to you, I can disrespect you, but then if you put your hands on me, I'm gonna call the cops. I'm gonna put this mace on your ass. I'm gonna put this knife on your ass. Weapons, that's threats. So you a rat and you threatening niggas. How does that go? That's a unwinnable fight. If I fuck you up, your faggot ass gonna sue, press charges, do all this other shit, even though you initiated it. Not me. I did not call you. I wasn't looking for you. But because I came and stood on my business as I seen forth, I gotta go to jail. I feel bad for DaBaby, man. Because there's no way you can cook a nigga like that. It's an unfair fight. It's like fighting with your hands tied behind your back. Or fighting a motherfucker where if you hit him, I'm gonna call the cops. Don't swing, I'm gonna call the cops. It's just like a pointless thing. And I mean, I wish this something man ain't had to go through because that's not a nigga to beef with. He's a weirdo. Like, I don't even know how they still pay this man after he literally tell us, oh, my girlfriend needed to move, so I had to drum up a story, make it go viral so I can go on an interview run. Boy's telling you he's a liar. And y'all still buying to this bull. Y'all still, man, I don't know, man. I hope one day I get there, man, then I can say the same thing. But at the end of the day, I ain't none of that, man, bro. I'm probably like one of the most official street reporting podcasts people out here, man. A lot of niggas kick that shit, man, but they on there telling it's just the way that you articulate your stories to where you're not assisted. Like I said, for me, myself, this is officially my 102nd video. Oh yeah, guys, clap for us, man. We over 100 videos, man. I went through it. I've been so grinding so hard, I ain't even pay attention that we hit 100. I was supposed to clap up on 100 video, but people gotta understand, man, is how you deliver it. The details, things like that. You look at my past videos, I used to go get paperwork, all that shit, clips, videos, but I don't want anything that assists a case. Academics, a lot of them niggas been subpoenaed. They just not gonna tell y'all because they had to go in there and give a statement, which officially make them rats. A lot of the good podcasters who get all the breaking news, believe me, bro, them niggas be getting questioned by the feds and cases and everything. They just don't come and say, "Yeah, I just came back from the police station. I just got a question for such and such." I didn't tell them nothing. Right, but you're right back at home, so pay attention, man. And I mean, I highly doubt that these niggas is sitting there saying we're journalists and we're exercising freedom of speech. I highly doubt. So to be honest, that's why I kind of report how I do. Um, Even the episode y'all gonna see now, this episode was recorded in the height of the era. I'm still ain't gonna release it. I'm still not gonna release it the next month. That's just how I do. I release at 7, I release at 12. 7 p.m. already came and passed, so it can't come out this evening, so y'all get it in the morning. I mean, but for these situations like this, I mean, for the first situation, I mean, I hope the boy Offset can get himself under control. He got children, he got family out here. You still have a music career that you had to pertain to. But lately, my nigga, I ain't been seeing nothing of the sort. Everything from this man that been shenanigans, and I hope he can get his shit back together. Um, Quavo, you don't even see. He's doing a great job. Out of sight, out of mind. Quavo, great job. You teach your folks, bro. Um, as far as Lil Tjay, I mean, I'm gonna joke on that nigga and play and shit like that, but Lil Tjay, you gotta learn how to take an ass. I know niggas that got fucked up on TV, bitches, niggas, everything, bro. They ain't go to that length. And at the end of the day, if you was a type nigga that, oh, I'm gonna put this iron on this nigga, I don't think he would even feel comfortable touching you. So we gonna move past that point, and then you gonna get your grind up before we get up out of there because nigga, you a sucker. You could have snuck in. Oh, I get my get backs next time. And you could have went to Rampage Jackson, got trained by that nigga, went back and trashed him. No, you did the dumbest shit, right? Now neither one of y'all clowns can go back into the casino. And that's probably any hard rock, not just that, any hard rock. And if I'm correct, a lot of them casinos be intertwined, owned together. So any casino that they own, you're not allowed back in them, TJ, because you want to fire shots in public. Offset, since you want to start fights in public, you're probably not allowed back in there again. So now both of y'all are banned from the casino. All of this melee for Offset's gambling habit. Oh, you thought I wasn't gonna get to the motherfucking the root of the problem? Yeah, bro, because if that man ain't have a gambling problem, he wouldn't have borrowed no money from that boy and we wouldn't be here. It's your fault, nigga. Borrowing money from that fucking boy, nigga. Like I said, as far as the second situation before we get out of here, I hope DaBaby don't allow this rant to make him crash out because nigga, he got the jail cell waiting for you. He gonna try to sue you for every penny he can. But there's ways to skin a rat. So I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and say that Charleston White is not gonna suffer any backlash from this. But if y'all guys are expecting DaBaby himself to go and run up on Charleston White, beat him down, I don't know about that. But it could be an affiliate. It could be, a fellow rapper coming up that knows him or somebody possibly trying to get on that might just say, fuck it, I'll do it just to get attention. That's why Charleston White gotta realize how dangerous his mouth is. But the one thing I'm gonna warn y'all about Charleston White, he ain't going anywhere. He just did what he did, but I bet you any man of money, if it was a platform in South Carolina, he would not go to that show. If it was just anywhere in that nigga backyard, he would not go. Now, if you really think you gangster one-eyed Jack, let me see you take your ass out Carolina now. After you just did all that disrespecting people's families and kids, because like I said, DaBaby has children. Those children have a mother. Though the mother has a father, sisters, brothers, family, siblings. So you didn't just disrespect him, you disrespected a lot of people, bro. So at the end of the day, man, I don't want no violence to come. I actually like DaBaby. That's my nigga, man. I don't want the nigga, boy. I just hope he's smart enough to ignore these situations dealing with these clowns like Charleston White and be able to kill him another way. I mean, he's not talented at nothing but dick eating and telling. He's really a very talented rat. So at the end of the day, if that's what you want to be associated with taking down, man, nah, call Strutter. Let him deal with it. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, man, please make sure you smash that subscribe button for us. Make sure you smash that like button also. That's what keeps the thing growing. Please make sure you check out our sponsor, Heart and Stripes Clothing at heartandstripes.com. Grab your summer apparel, man. Got some new drops coming out for the springtime. And as always, man, I can't wait to see y'all again. But I hope I get to see y'all again on normal pretension instead of it's always tune into an episode of what did black people do today. And I'll get on y'all.